How you feeling? You got John Riggs here with another round of open cart surgery. My first Game Gear game ever on this channel. Only because I don't have a Game Gear. Pardon my fingernails. I've been out playing in the park today with my kids. I gotta clean that anyway. Surf Ninjas. Surf Ninjas for the Game Gear. Never played it. This is courtesy of one Chris Pico. You can actually check out his channel in the description below. I'm a fan of his channel. I've actually had him on the channel. We talked about Famicom games a while back. And I've been on his channel several times with a bunch of people talking about whatever. I don't have a working Game Gear. I have one that needs to be recapped. So Chris also provided one of these. Now, Retro Freak is kind of like a Retron. It's like the Retron 5 of Japan, only, it works really, really well, because it just dumps the ROM onto a cart, or on the little flash drive, or whatever it is, basically. But it has a Genesis adapter, and with this, you can have it play, like, it's not Master System, but it's like SG-1, maybe, there's cards, and Game Gear. This will also work in any Genesis system, so if you want to play Game Gear games on your Genesis, look out for this Retro Freak adapter. Just throwing that out there. I'm not using a Sega Genesis proper. I'm using the Hyperkin Mega Retron HD, which for Hyperkin actually works really, really well in my opinion. So we're gonna try that, but we're gonna see what it looks like. He says it's a little glitched, and we'll see about that. Oof. Okay. There. It's not supposed to look like that, I'm sure. Something like this probably doesn't need to be cleaned. I'm going to do that first, just because. And I do have 1-up cards. I've shown those many times on the channel. Actually, this time, because it worked so well last time, I'm using the not endorsed, but highly motivated, the DS Koopa Original Formula Cartridge Cleaner. Woo! You can check out DS Koopa on Twitch. Check out DS Koopa on Twitch. He streams it's Cody from he streams Inside Pink Gorilla almost every night, and he uses this cart cleaner. I was like, is that like Windex? What are you using? He's like, no, it's my own thing. Here, I'll send you a little bottle of it, and I gotta say it works. So, you know, I'm not gonna ask him what it's inside it. I'm gonna spray it on the Q-tip, not directly onto the cart. And I already removed the screw. It's a 3.8 millimeter security bit. And Game Gear games have the screw and little snap cases, 2 little snap cases on the side. So you have to be kind of careful going around the edges, but you'll pop it up here. And if you've ever opened up a like a Game Boy game even, it's all one side. There's nothing on the other side. It's all just this one side. They got the ROM there, and then 2 sets of pins. And I'm going to use this. I'm sure it's already been cleaned, or else he wouldn't have sent it my way. But I'll just, just a little... You can use rubbing alcohol, too. I mean, it's like, 91 at minimum, but as high as possible would be great. The isopropyl alcohol, so... And I'm looking forward to seeing Chris Pico, as well as you, at the Midwest Gaming Classic. What are they? He attends the Midwest Gaming Classic every year, and he doesn't attend the Portland Retro Gaming Expo every year. Should I do that more dramatic? I'm going all the way to the Midwest Gaming Classic. Chris Pico never goes to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. No, I'm going to be at a few conventions this year, so, I'll announce them on this channel during unboxing videos, but also, keep it locked on Twitter and stuff. Got a lot of conventions coming up later on this year, and I hope we get to see you at them. I'm going to put it in like that, and I'm just going to pop it right back. Something like this, I think I might need to reflow the ROM pins, but we'll see. I didn't think so. Okay, I'll give it a shot, If that's all we have to do, that's fine, but impending that it was going to be that. Because I did pop this in I popped it in just to see if this converter would even work for this clone system. I'm going to try reflowing the pins. If that doesn't work, then I'm out of ideas. Because again, I don't know what I'm doing with it when it comes... I don't know what I'm doing in the first place when it comes to anything. But I certainly don't know what I'm doing when it comes to these handheld stuffs, So, I'm going crazy eye mode here. So when it comes to reflowing the pins, I'm just heating them up so they melt again. And I have gotten games to work in the past just by doing this. You want to do each pin individually. If you're just like in a rush job, you're like, up and down, up and down, up and down. Well, you're going to, ruin the board. And then on top of that, you might get the solder you know, connecting on 2 pins, you know. It doesn't take very long at all to melt this solder. You can just see it happen, you know, it just turns liquid metal. All right, buddy, turn this off here. Big thanks to my buddy Matt for providing me this thing. Yeah, my first time using it. Works pretty well. I like my other Hako. I have another Hako soldering iron. I use that all the time, but this is just convenient for I just plug it in, use it really quick, put it back. This doesn't work. I'm out of ideas. I'm going to turn to you. What do you think? While I'm out of ideas, turning to you. What do you think? Chris, nothing yet, but comments? Any ideas? Let's see if we can get this game working for Chris, all right? In the meantime, we do have other success stories in more open cart surgery videos. If you want to check out some other items I reviewed, make sure you check those out too. Midwest Gaming Classic, it's coming up. I'll see you there soon.